Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review of The 100 on the CW. This week we've seen Season 4, Episode 5, which is called The Tinder Box. An overall really good episode. I like this one quite a bit. Pretty, seemingly basic setup, but one that was pretty intense, and I liked it quite a bit. And, of course, was as Roan's army, of course, the Ice Nation, they marched. And then, of course, Octavia, she somehow survived, and she was able to warn, Clarke and the others to head him off, so they were able to meet, and Clarke was able to have a one-on-one with Roan and sort of talk things out. When I saw that whole situation, along with, Bellamy and Kane being hostage, I really like the tenseness of it. And this episode is a pretty big one, and I think it's only going to be 13 episodes this year, and I'm liking the pacing quite a bit of this season. I think it's probably the most evenly paced season we've gotten so far, and I really like Season 1, I really like Season 2, I even really like Season 3, despite people having a lot of problems with it. But I think this one might be the most quality one we've had so far overall. But we'll see how it plays out, though, right? But I really liked all of that. Minus, again, bringing up the Octavia thing, the whole fake out death last week with Echo knocking her off the cliff and stabbing her and such. I still think that's really just too far-fetched even for this show. Octavia couldn't have survived. I think it would have been more impactful if she actually was dead. That could have been a big shock, for the season. And besides, I like Echo a lot more anyway. I never really liked Octavia, honestly, but either way, she shouldn't have been able to survive that. With how realistic they played, certain things last season, it's kind of funny how they had something so far-fetched like that happen, make Octavia to be, some kind of superhuman. I don't know. But besides that, and Riley, the Riley character, it's just funny how there's so much importance placed on him when he was never really touched on, at all before. But again, I think I've said this before, about certain characters, how they're sort of meant to be products of what these actions have done to other people in general, and I think Riley's one of those, going after Roan and everything because of the effect it's had on all the people, not necessarily just their main characters. So I got the purpose of Riley and such, but it's just funny how we never really seen the character much at all before. And then along with that, we also had Raven and Abby, as they were looking more into the Nightblood stuff, which got very interesting, actually. And Raven, she's really pushing herself. We find out she has a little bit of the Alley upgrade still in her. She's using quite a bit of her brain power, which is, really impressive. We know Raven's, pretty much the smartest on the show, but still it's good to see, concrete of how she can push herself like that, even with the upgrade, but still I don't think anyone could really get past her as far as that goes. Excuse me. And forgive me, the dog's in the room with me. Her name's Penny, by the way. Penny Dreadful, of course. But I did like all of that, the whole anti-gravity thing, too. I thought worked quite well. And then Abby also had that, Hey, bro. Anyway. Abby also had a little hallucination herself of, Clarke being infected by the radiation, which is something we've seen in the trailer. You kind of expected it to be sort of like a nightmare, a vision like that. Clarke wasn't going to get infected, but still it made for a, shocking sight. And with this situation, Bellamy is able to talk Riley down. And I like how Echo is sort of willing to work, and sort of see things the other way again. She's still a little bit more of an unstable person to trust than, say, Roan, I think, for sure. But it's good to see that she's not completely 100% set. No, we have to kill him now, let's kill him. I'm glad she's sort of, shifting a little bit, maybe, because I just really like her. I think the actress makes a perfect fit in this show. I'm a big Echo fan, that's what I'm saying. So I'll see even more with her as it goes, but I'm worried about her in the long run. But either way, I'm glad she's gotten more importance this season, because she's had little bits in the show ever since Season 2. But Bellamy is able to talk Riley down, saying war made him into a murderer when he decided to cross that line. He didn't want Riley to do the same thing. I like that part. I thought that was pretty good acting from Bob Morley there. I also liked him realizing that Octavia must be alive because, of course, Sky Crew got there first. So that must mean she had told them. Despite how far-fetched that was, I was still happy that Bellamy's happy. And they do work out. Clarke does work out a deal with Roan to divide the arc, 50-50. If it does come to that, if they can't figure out the Nightblood stuff. But that would be a really bad situation. She already struggled, picking like 100 of her people, and now she has to cut down to 50 to make room for the Grounders. But they're not going to get that situation either way now because I forget the kid's name, but he sort of helped Octavia, kinda. Then he blows up the arc, I guess. Still some stuff running through his system as well. But the arc is completely destroyed, and that effect was really cool. I thought the arc blowing up looked really, really good, actually, effects-wise. A lot better than I expected it to. Not because it's, I hate the show or anything. I love the show, but I just know the budget, they're, put on sometimes. And I was surprised the effect of the arc blowing up looked as good as it did, but I really liked that. And it's sort of a daunting sight seeing something we've had so present in the series since the beginning just finally be completely destroyed like that. And I think that this is the case for a lot of the characters as well. So now it's Nightblood or basically just die. So yeah, overall this is a really good episode. I liked it even more than last week's, and I liked last week's quite a bit. Maybe it helped that Jasper disappeared again in this episode, which I don't mind. He's a bit too much. But yeah, I really like this episode. I'm going to rate it like an 8.8, maybe 8.9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.